Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 18 Gator, 61, match box, lights.
Take 4.
Yes. Get it.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Blue draw corpus.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's got a first down past the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because You're excited about hitting him in the first half.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Ready?
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 85 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Giants take over. Let's go, boys, bring it up. At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Here's a give to Barkley. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
$13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here. 3rd and 3.
Ready? 8, read. Watch time. Topper.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Reuben Foster. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. On 2nd down, Love. He'll have a first down inside the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. I thought he had the angle along that sideline. Didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down and line up on defense, you see the goal line beneath your feet. If that doesn't motivate you to play harder, I don't know what will.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Well, it's a Gruden family trait to be aggressive, and Jay's going to go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Here's a give to Smith. That'll mean a call to the punt.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
It's just me and you.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
3 plays and out.
Hey, look 3. Switch.
They'll run for it with Love. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Come on now, let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Dancing to his left, and he slides to avoid the hit. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, it's Love. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Here's Haskins to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Colby Listenby, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. New York set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So we have come upon it.
Go over there.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
This is it.
No shit. No fucking shit.
Here we go. Now the wolf. It's time to run. Trot. 61. Match box. Light. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Play action. Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Manning turns and gives this to Gallman. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A handoff to Barkley. It's a foot race. The 30. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
PAT up and good by Rosas. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Go.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st down, Redskins.
Ready,
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
What's screen? Orbit. Zip it. 3 buzz. On the ball. 31's the mic.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to go down again. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Colby Listenby. 77 yards. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Redskins 42, Giants 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check.
They'll begin with a run by Gallman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, rock it, dude.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 56. Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
Buzz.
Now Manning. And Tate's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. X3. 218. Chop it. Lee Griffin.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Go.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
This is Gallman. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Manning to throw. That's complete to Gallman. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Wayne Gallman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Tighten up. Check three. Fresno. Go. Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Running to start the drive is Love. Big hold of the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Joker.
They toss it to Thompson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week,
the ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 52's the mic. Check.
They go play action with Haskins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Marcus Golden coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
I'm on. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Ready. It's a party now. Look. Check safety, check safety. Safe.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. Steps away to his left. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Check 4066. Pull it. High. Ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill.
They'll try and run for it. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Michael Thomas on the stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Squeeze.
Now.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Wahoo! Ready?
On first down, Manning eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Haskins going to try to throw it. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Bandit. Check set. 93's the mic. Here we go.
Again on second and 10, it's Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On play action, Haskins. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go, folks.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
On the ready.
Cut. Double tight. 3 down.
They begin with a run by Smith. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.